Y'all don't realize how heavy t-shirts are until you got to put a small, an extra small, large, all in the box. So what's the power of having this as a speaker, and how can folks monetize it? Welcome, good people. This is a Speaking for Profit podcast, and today we're talking about creating merchandise for your speaking business and why it's so important in the here and now. As y'all know, I'm all about public speaking, but if you have something that you're wearing that people really love, like people, every time I see them at a speaking engagement, I don't know if this happens to you, Jason, but if they see my specs and people are glass wearers, they'll be like, Evolve, I love your glasses. So imagine if I had a set of glasses that I could sell individuals as well. So we're going to talk about merchandise. We're going to talk about public speaking. And I would love for y'all, maybe first you, Prescott, if you just introduce yourself with a little bit about you and how you met Jason. And then Jason, I would love for you to introduce yourself to the audience as well.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I can jump into it. Hey, everybody, I'm Prescott. I'm a co-founder here at Veneration, we created the platform to give everyone an opportunity to create merch for free. Creating merch is a difficult process, and we wanted to make sure that it was accessible to everyone. My own background, I was a college football player, and with the whole NIL space expanding these days, Jason and I had the brilliant idea to start merch, and we cater to athletes, creators, and organizations. So really across the board, merch for everybody.
That's dope. Where did you go to college, and what position did you play?
I was a running back, and I played at Chapman University. It's in Orange County, California.
Okay,
very small school, but
I know Chapman. I'm from SoCal. That's what's up.
Oh, awesome! Yeah.
All right, Jason, share with us a little bit about you.
And so I am Jason Thompson, and I have most of my career actually I did diversity, and so when I was at the Olympics, and so I was obviously a lot of athletes in the Olympics, and for them one of their struggles is their biggest moment is actually during the Olympic Games. Things happen all the time, but at that point they really couldn't take advantage of it. So that kind of helped this idea too. But a lot of it came from actually, I wrote a book on how to do diversity. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can see it. That's the book right there.
Yeah, I see it in the background. Okay.
Yeah. And so I wrote the book, and then we actually got involved. I got connected to you, and you helped me with getting some speaking gigs. And so we did that. That grew pretty well. And then, everyone liked the cover of my book. And there's kind of a funny story. I don't know if you can see the cover very well. I should have brought another copy of it, but people would always compliment me on the cover of the book. Oh, I love this cover. Where'd you get this from? And what happened was when I wrote the book, I hadn't thought about what to put on the cover. And so the publisher that called me and said, hey, what you want on the cover? I said, I don't know. They said, well, go to the bookstore and look at some books and then take pictures of things and let us know what you think. So on the way out the door to the bookstore, there's a picture on the wall. And it's literally that picture up there. And I took a picture of it. And then I went to the bookstore, took a few more, and then I submitted all of them. And I happened to include that picture of this painting that's on the wall. And they were like, hey, who's the artist on that picture? It's amazing. We should put that on the cover. And I was like, I can get permission because it was my son. He won an art contest when he was like a fourth grader.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so he got to be a part of the book too because he had to sign a release to be on the cover, which was super cool. And then it's kind of funny because I had never really thought about what to put on the cover, but people liked it so much. And then it kind of evolved, if you will, to, me and Prescott have been working together on another diversity-related project. And I said, hey, we should sell some merch, like you go to these events. So people are always like, hey, you got that on a hat, you got it on a T-shirt, you name it. And I said to Prescott, we should figure out how to do this. Prescott literally figured it out. And then once he did, he built a little, the site, Veneration was actually a different name at the time. And I was like, that's the business we should be in because it was so much easier. I was like, it's such a headache because people think, oh, go to Shopify, you do this, you do that, and you've done some of this yourself. It's harder than it looks.
Yeah.
And it's a headache. And so I was like, this is the business. Once we simplify it, which is what we did, is try to make it easy. And then it's like you say, when you're out and you're visible, or if you say something funny, you put on a T-shirt, you go to an event, it just creates it makes it sticky, right? You book everything you have as a speaker, it becomes sticky. There's T-shirts, there's hats, especially if you're saying things that are motivational to people. I've expanded. I have a thing I call Jason's Angle. And so we had that on a hat. And it's just those things. It just helps you create this passive income, but at the same time makes it sticky. And so, these are things I learned from you. So this is where you want to be, is to have this. And hopefully what people will see today is how easy this can make it for them to just keep doing what you've been doing, but add this little component that's going to drive some revenue for you.
Yeah. I love that story, right? Because number one, it shows us the power of family and collaboration. Yeah. But I love, Jason, that you were like, I don't know what this cover is going to be. I just wrote a book, right? And that's what a lot of us do when it comes to our businesses. And then we'll create something that's beautiful and powerful, but we don't know how to monetize it. Yeah. And I think that merchandise, when it comes to speakers, I see a lot of speakers who are killing it on stage, and I do want to support them beyond that, right? Like, you're at work, you're at an event, you're in college, you hear a dope speaker. They've already gotten paid. Sometimes they have a book, sometimes they don't. Maybe you're not a reader, but you can throw on a snapback, right? Exactly. You can throw on a shirt to represent them. So it's definitely helped me in my business. So Prescott, I know that you were kind of behind like the tech of it, right? Like, how do we set this all up? I've had a store on Shopify, and it was not easy to set up. I mean, the framework is not user friendly. And then once you get in there, you got to figure out like pricing and margins. And if somebody doesn't get their gear, you got to figure out like what happened in the customer service. So what were the things that you were thinking about when you created Veneration Wear? And we'll get into a demonstration, y'all. If you're watching live, we will get into a demonstration in a few. Going to put where you're watching from in the chat. We would love to see that. But what were you thinking about when you were thinking about solving the problems specifically for speakers when it came to the site?
Yeah, because, in the beginning, like Jason said, he wanted to put together some merch for his book. So I was tasked with that. So I was really the consumer at that point, trying to figure out what platform to use, testing product quality, testing print quality, all of those aspects. So I've really tested everything. I wanted to make sure we had the best products, the best print quality and everything for Jason's merch. So it made it easy when we made the switch to wanting to sell it as a service, right? So built a whole dashboard for everyone to use completely for free. You just go to venerationwear.com, click create your collection. And from there, you just fill out a small form and get logged into your account. And from there, you just basically, if you don't have a design, you can request one, and we'll get back to you within 48 hours. I'm not sure if Victor's on the call, but I spoke to him earlier. He was able to get on the platform before the call, but we got to him really quick and got him some good designs. But the process is very simple. I've tried to make it as simple as possible because I did struggle with it at one point with Jason, trying to get his merch going. So just trying to make the process as smooth and simple as possible. It is all built through Shopify, but you won't have to worry about any of the monthly costs that are associated with Shopify, but you still get all the beautiful, checkout and feel that Shopify does bring. So that's a great aspect of it. And for anyone that signs up with us, it's all you do is market your products, sell your products, and you'll just receive either a Venmo or PayPal at the end of the month with your split of the sales for that month.
Okay, definitely. So I see we got some questions coming in the chat. We got some questions. Don't worry, y'all. We're going to do a demonstration, and we're going to share with you how you can get over to the site in a moment. We're just doing a little bit of an interview so y'all can get to know our folks. I know y'all are hungry to see the merchandise, to see the site, to see what we've created so far. So just stay with us for a moment. We will definitely get there, right? This is I recently got a pellet smoker. Yeah, I've been smoking meat, right? I smoked my first ribs recently. We want to do this slow and steady because at the end it's going to be so tasty. So just go on a ride with us. Right. So Jason, it was amazing to work with you as a speaker, and I'm hoping that you could speak a little bit to how can people position merch, right? Because you got into the position where you were like, hey, I got these gigs coming up. I need to have merchandise. Like, what is the pro of having a setup like this, right? Like, I've been the person who's out there traveling with a box of T-shirts, and I tell y'all don't realize how heavy T-shirts are until you got to put a small, an extra small, large, all in the box. So what's the power of having this as a speaker, and how can folks monetize it?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things you can do because we can update and change your images at any time. You can put some up, take it down. You can do drops. So you can say, hey, I'm going to be speaking on Friday. If you're at the event, because our system also creates QR codes. You can say, I'll have a special QR code. I'm doing a special drop. And that's the only day you can get this particular t-shirt, or this is the only day you can get this hat or this cup, whatever it might be. And then you can also take it down. So you can take advantage of that moment, because that's when people like you, you've done something well, they're excited, they want to be there with you. And you can say, yeah, as a special thing, I got this. You could give a few t-shirts out, but you ain't got to carry 50 t-shirts. And if someone says, hey, I'm a XXX and you didn't bring it, you missed the sale. Whereas for this, all you do is give them the QR code. They go straight there and it's sent right to their house. And that was one of the deterrents I found too. Even when I had merch, people were like, well, I'm at an all-day conference. I don't want to carry your t-shirt all day.
Yep.
And now we can say, that's fine. Just do this QR code. It's sent to your house. Right. So it removes all the barriers for purchase that were problems before. Is, do I have the right size? Do they want to carry this around for the rest of the sessions? All those kind of things now are just simple. They go, oh, I actually want it from a kid. Guess what? We have kid size. You can send, or, I was here, I'm here for a friend or whatever. They couldn't make it. They wanted to get the shirt. Right. You never miss a sale. And that's the best thing about it. And that was the other thing too. It just helped me create more energy around speaking events. When I was there, I was like, hey, it's a one-time drop. It's just the only day we're going to do the blue shirt or whatever it might be. And then the other thing is, you might be an event and you say something funny, you can literally go right there and put that on a hat, right? That's when it's trending. And when I worked at the Olympics, I remember that was one of the biggest misses. And we realized that they were missing out on an opportunity, because I don't know if you're an Olympic fan, last games,
yeah,
the women's soccer team, I think they call themselves like Triple Espresso, right? There's two women of color, right? And I was like, man, I wish we'd been partnered, because they could have put that on a t-shirt right then. You're on the Today Show. You say that right then. That's when it trends. If it takes you, 3 weeks to get your t-shirts together and go to events, you've missed all the sales. But right then you could be sending out a QR code. So, if you're lucky enough to get on a TV show and you say something funny and it starts trending, or you just post something that starts trending in the first place, right? I mean, that's how I got Jason's Angle started. And then it was easy to start putting on a hat, you know what I mean? And then you can also take advantage of those moments as a speaker, which is what you need to do, because the world moves faster than it used to.
Yeah, that is really a great point, right? And I'm wondering, there's so many athletes. I'm thinking about the streamer that we just watched just now. What is his name? Kai, right? He just hit, I think, 1 million views or subscribers. I think he did both, right? Because when LeBron came on, he hit the views. And, there's so many amazing things that are happening. Even when LeBron's out there, LeBron had something funny that he said to someone, because, people meet him and they immediately freak out, and people were really trying not to. But the guy walks up to LeBron, he shakes his hand, and LeBron says, you stared at me so hard, fam. You're gonna stare the soul out of me, right? Like, that's
exactly.
Stare the soul out of me probably could have been on the t-shirt by the end of the day.
Exactly.
If Kai was working with you. So that's really dope. So I want us to do a demonstration of the site. I'm going to share my site. And Prescott, if there's anything that you want me to share in particular, just guide me around, because I want folks to see that. Folks who are here, what I'm going to do is, after we do the demonstration, I will drop my link. It's an affiliate link into the chat for y'all. I would love for y'all to use it and sign up. If you do, you're going to get access to a guide, which will support you in how to not only sell your merchandise, but to think about it as a long-term strategy in your business as a speaker. So I'm going to gift that to you as well. So hold on a minute, because I know some of y'all are like, just give me the link. I'm ready to build it. But we want to make this a tutorial, right? So that you have an opportunity to take this back with you and you know what the process actually looks like. So Prescott, before we share, before people get access to this store, they will fill out an application, right? That's what they do first.
Yeah, so Evolve, your link will take them basically to a form. And I can share it too. But basically, you'll just have to provide your first and last name, the email you want associated with that account, and then the link that will come after for your store, right? So it'll be Veneration Wear / Evolve Benton, or S4P, or whatever your brand is.
Okay.
And from there, you just log straight into your account, which is where Evolve, I think, you're going to start the demonstration from.
Yep, exactly. And I think I can actually bring it up to start from the beginning. So let me do this. I'm going to share with y'all what'll pop up when you do my affiliate link, and then I'll share my store with you. So this is the page, right, that'll pop up?
Yep.
Yes.
Definitely. So they're going to probably want to go on and click creator, right, if they're a speaker.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So you'll click that, y'all, and then this is the application that you'll fill out. So one of the things that you'll definitely need is a PayPal, correct? Because that's how you all do the payouts.
Yeah, it will be PayPal or Venmo. You can switch to a Venmo payout system once you log in.
Okay, perfect. So once they've put their information in here and they've submitted it for free, how long before this process do they get access to building a store?
It'll be instant. So as soon as they'll receive an email with a code in there, and they'll use that code to log in.
Okay, look at that, y'all. Like, that is fast. That is like the speed of lightning, which we appreciate. And anything else they should know about the signing up that you will want them to know to make it easier in the process or anything?
No, that should be it. Everything you can just fill out and then go ahead and click the agree to terms and conditions. You're welcome to read through that agreement as well. The specifics really are the 15% that you'll receive as a collection owner. But that's the main point there.
Okay, perfect.
And the other thing about you own your own art. So we don't take control of your art. So a lot of times people worry like, hey, I'm an artist, I don't want you to own it. We don't. You put it up and you own it. So that's the other thing we want you to feel comfortable with as well, especially if you're an artist.
Okay, cool. So when they put their own logos or their own information on there, they own it.
Yes.
Y'all don't take anything from it, right?
Yep. We don't. So if you want to take it down and take it somewhere else, we get it. We respect that. It's your art. It's, if you come with your own logo, you still own it. So that you don't have to worry about all of a sudden you transferred ownership to us. That doesn't work that way.
Okay, def. So yeah, I kind of played with my store and I built it out. Like, this is a sample, y'all. It's not ready. So I don't want to be judged. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff, right? But I said, I'm gonna put a cute picture of me. And one of the things y'all know I've been saying consistently on my platform is make money with ease. So this is something that will probably push out tomorrow because now it's actually public. And we've had an opportunity to talk to Jason and Prescott. So this is my store. I only have a few things on it, but let's walk through what is here so far. So I've got a couple of t-shirts and I've also got a hat. So if I go to the admin area, Prescott, like, that's where I can make most of my edits in my store, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna click here. And this is kind of taking me on the back end. What is it telling me right here?
Yeah, so up top there, you'll see your visitor numbers. So that's just people visiting your site, total orders, and then also money that you're earning. And that's all going to be for the month. So last month, Evolve put in an order and received $15.75 in rewards and 2 orders there. So that's where you'll track some of your metrics there.
Okay, perfect. And then we go next to your products. So walk me through this, Prescott. How does this section work?
Yeah, so this is where all your products are going to live. And as you can see, there's some here that weren't visible in Evolve's live store. So if you want to click into any product here, Evolve, we can walk through it slightly. Yeah, so this shirt here isn't visible. You see in that top right box there, approved. It's approved by us, and then it's not published, but Evolve can publish it at any time. So if they want to click publish, it will just show up in their store live and ready to buy. You'll also see some metrics below. It's not a live product, so no views there. If you keep scrolling down, you'll see the different sizes that are available for the product, different colors. And say Evolve didn't want the agave color, they could go ahead and click the green active button to take that color down.
Okay, cool.
And you can do that with any of the colors Evolve.
And this is how you do a drop. So if you say, hey, I'm doing a special event on Friday, that's when you turn it on. Or you can, and then you can say, hey, it's only available till midnight. Then you just go and you turn it off and they can't see the shirt anymore. And so that's the beauty of when you do events and do this in conjunction with an event, you can just create more energy around it. And, because the other thing we found too, if you put something up, you just leave it up to all the time, people think, well, I'll just do it later. Mm-hmm. But if you say, hey, you only got 24 hours, then they're going to buy right then. And they realize, and then you can create more energy around the events that you do and use this as a way to, really create that energy that you want around all your events, especially when you're speaking.
Definitely. Yeah. And y'all have some pretty cool products on here as well. Like, y'all don't just have shirts, y'all got mugs, we got hats, we got towels, we got some youth t-shirts, we've got tote bags, we've got hoodies, water bottles. So you have some pretty amazing things. Now, I know that you mentioned if there's something that we don't see on here that we want to create, you do have the access to create even more, right?
Yeah, so we have a catalog of over 500 different products. We try to limit it down to a smaller list here just so we don't overwhelm clients. But just the other day, someone was interested in a beanie for the upcoming winter season. So we went ahead and added that for them custom. So, really anything you have in mind, you can let us know and we can source it for you.
Yeah. Okay. You'll see that USA Artistic Swimming's on our platform. They wanted towels, which of course makes sense. And so you'll see, you can't typically see, well, I think the towels are now, but that's how it got added, is because they made that request. So it's the same idea for anybody. If you have something unique coming up, if you reach out and give us enough time, we can probably figure it out for you.
Okay, bet. So I'm gonna just click here real quick so y'all can just see just a quick demonstration. And that's so cool that you're able to add what you want. I know one thing I'm interested in, y'all, that I'll probably reach out to y'all for is gonna be some candles. Like, I want to do some candles. I've already done them through Shopify. Let me see if I have one. It's kind of peeling off, but it's like I make money with ease candle that I would love to partner with y'all on. So I'll reach out for that.
We can get that done for sure.
Okay, bet. So I'm here in the mug. So I'll just go down to add graphic, right? If I want to add something that's already there.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And what we got here, got a whole bunch of different stuff.
And these are the logos that you already have on your computer, so it's that simple.
Yeah, I could upload a new one if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We'll just do this one here. Bam. Cool. And then if I wanted to request, like if I didn't have it, that's when I would click this button, right? If I wanted to request my own logo.
Yeah, you can request it there, and then also in the upload and request designs tab. So either way.
Okay, dope. Okay, y'all. Coffee mug. We're gonna name it Fire.
Yeah.
I just like being on stuff and playing with it, y'all. Like, this is how I learn. I get into a demonstration and it teaches me a lot. Okay, that quick, y'all. Look how quick. Already created in a product.
Yep.
So now it's gonna generate the image here, right? And then we'll be able to see it in a moment.
Yep. And they'll be able to sell it right then. So that's the beauty of it too. Like I say, in real time, if you're at an event, something funny happens, or you start trending online, that's when you need to be able to have that product ready, and we can create it that quickly for you.
Okay. Dope.
Not to interrupt you, but if you just go back to the add products tab, or like the add products button in the top right.
Yep.
Just to go through. So all the items are printed. The hats, however, are embroidered. So in Evolve, I know you have a hat with you that is embroidered. If you would like to show that, that one looks great. Just so there are a couple different options you can do for the hats. You can do embroidery.
Okay, yeah, it's y'all. The stitching is amazing on here. I've done a lot of, use a lot of companies for stitching, and sometimes it'll come where it's peeling off. What I do appreciate about this is I know that they actually used a good gun, because on the back end, it's actually stitched on the back too. Sometimes you'll see it lifting up on the back of a hat, but you just know it's not going to last. So this is definitely solid merchandise.
And that's the nice thing about it too, is we've done all the research to make sure it's good merchandise, so you don't find out the hard way that people are getting some, janky T-shirt or something. So the quality's there. And the nice thing too is once you post it, you forget about it. When they order it, we take care of everything. So basically all the logistics on shipping and all those things are taken care of by us. If someone doesn't like it, they deal with us, right? You can just refer them to us. And so that's the beauty. And that's what we figured out too. That's all the headaches. Not like if you're a speaker and you're out there and you're busy, you don't have time to try to print T-shirts and put them in boxes and carry them to events and then do the shipping and make sure people got it, because those things are all cost. But if we could take all that off the table for you, you could just focus on being you, doing what you do, and know that this is all being taken care of in the background, and that's what we do.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all, customer service is the worst part. I remember when I was making hoodies and I didn't really know things about like color. So I made a red and white hoodie, and all of them came out with the letters were like pink, y'all. People were mad at me and emailing me, and it's so stressful to deal with the customer service part of it. People do not talk about that part. So the fact that you all cover that, I just think that that's amazing. So even like if a package is lost, right, y'all will come in and kind of support with making sure that the person gets the item.
Yeah, you will never see any out-of-pocket expense for any customer service related issue.
Okay, dope. Anything else we want to show on this back end page right here, Prescott?
I think that's good for now.
Okay, definitely. Okay, cool. So, yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just grab my link and put it in the chat. And then I want to go into, let me just do this real quick.
I was thinking we should show you how to get to the QR code.
Yep, exactly. I want to share that part too, but I know there's some people who are just like asking for the link. So
yeah,
I'm just going to put it in there and y'all can be playing. And, you know, if you want to go along with us, you can. And then I'm going to reshare and we can get into, because I know people are also wondering, like, how did I get my picture on that page? Like, how do you set up the storefront? So we need to showcase that as well. So yeah, the link is in the chat if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, what I want to suggest for you is that you go on. Yes, finally. Oh, that's my cousin, y'all. My cousin out here is like, yo, give us the link. Stop playing these games with us. If you are not watching on YouTube, I don't know why you're not. So I would head over to our YouTube channel so you can get the link and you can like and subscribe. The other way, another place you can find it is actually in our community, the Profitable Speaker Circle. So you just want to go over to school/wealthy speaker and you'll be able to get it there as well. But the best place to do it is going to be on YouTube. I want you to watch on YouTube. I want you to like and subscribe because that helps us to continue to build and grow our audience. So y'all got the link now. That should make y'all happy. And we'll reshare the link with the replay as well. But let's get back into the demonstration, folks. So where should we go next? We're here in products. Should we go to upload and request design? Is that a great section to go to? Sure,
let's go there. And I know there were some questions. I see Marcus, can I make a t-shirt from my book cover? And yes, you definitely can. I'm not sure if I don't have your book in front of me, unfortunately. But if I was able to see the cover, depending on what it's looking like, if you have the design already in your computer, you can just upload it using that or you can click that upload new image button. If you don't, you can click request custom design, go in there. You can send us the link even if you don't have the art downloaded on your computer, and we'll get the art from your book cover and create a design for you. Bob, I don't know if you want to click into request custom design, just show them quickly what that would look like.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you scroll down a little bit. Yeah, you can this is for anyone that's looking for a design. You'll just click into that, if you scroll up a little bit, that detailed description box, and just describe exactly what you're looking for. And then below, you can click whatever products you want that applied to. And from there, there's a file option at the bottom where you can upload a photo, just for references, or if, a lot of times we have athletes that are wanting to have action shots included to their graphics. So that's where it comes in. And you yourself could have action shots of you speaking. We'd love to put together some graphics like that as well. But from there, you can go ahead and click submit, and then we'll get a design over to you in under 48 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. So even if people don't have a logo or nothing that they're working with, you all can create that and they can get it started ASAP. I mean, 2 days is amazing.
Yeah, and you can be completely
on Fiverr. It takes a week just to get a logo back on Fiverr.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Okay, bet. So this is amazing, y'all. So if you don't have a logo, this is where you would go. If you do have one, where do you go if you do already have stuff? Is this the section as well?
Yeah, so if you go back, there's the back arrow up there. You can just click upload new image and upload whatever files you're wanting to include on your merchandise.
Okay, perfect.
And as soon as you load it into here, when you're in the product creator, they'll all be waiting for you in that folder. So you can just apply that from there.
Okay, perfect.
And the other nice thing about this is, it doesn't cost you anything. So if you come up with something, it takes all the pressure off. If you come up with the logo and no one buys it, take it down. Put something else up. That's the thing, because that was the other hard part too. If you got to buy 500 t-shirts, you don't want to do it wrong. Well, we take all that headache away. You can try something out. If it's not working, you can take it down. You can put it back up. It just gives you so much flexibility to run the business rather than worrying about all the logistical things that are just the headache of it. Is coming up with all the cash up front, buying 500 t-shirts, not knowing, do I buy 14 mediums and 27 extra larges. You don't have to worry about all that anymore. It's just design and you being you. That's what this is about right now.
Hey there, I'm Evolve Benton, and if you're here, I know something about you. You're a powerful speaker with a message, and you're creating great impact in the world, but unfortunately, your income does not reflect that. That stops now. Welcome to the Profitable Speaker Circle, a system-led community where we focus on landing high-paid speaking contracts, building out your signature talk, and making sure that you have a system that is easeful for your life and for your business. In this program, I teach you the Wealthy Speaker Method, the exact strategies that my clients have used to make over $3 million in the speaking and consulting industry without big followings or speakers bureaus. Here's what you'll get as a member: the complete Wealthy Speaker Method, signature talk creator templates, your booking pipeline builder, virtual stage mastery system, and my authority building testimonial framework. Check out these clips as you hear from some of my clients who've moved from making $500 to $5,000 in the speaking and consulting industry.
So I'm coming in on the year starting from scratch with nothing. And I've already been able to collect and certify and finish up 3 speaking engagements totaling over $45,000 in revenue. We're still working on getting kind of all the other types of programs together, but I just had to stop and say just really all of what's happening and just being a burnout coach and knowing how important kind of the time is and how we balance things and how we work things out. I just have to say, with the material that we're going over, how they teach us how to actually be not just great speakers, but CEOs of our business, and the respect towards time and family and structure, and just really the TLC that's in this program is unlike anything I've ever seen.
The last couple of years, you've had ups and downs when it comes to the business, but I think the last few months you've spoken a lot. One, what was the most exciting speaking opportunity that you got? And 2, what's the biggest bag? Because, you know, people always want to know a little bit about the money.
I believe that the most exciting opportunity that I got a chance to do was for this organization called the Corporate Council for Men of Color. Right. And so they have different components to a corporate council for men of color, corporate council for women of color. And I got to talk about career progression, right? And how to progress in your career and some of the things that you could do. And they actually flew me out to New York, right? They flew me out to New York, first class.
And fancy.
Fancy. Right. Stayed at a really nice hotel right in the heart of New York City as well. And so that was really, really, I believe, one of the most exciting engagements that I had. And the biggest bag I got, you mean in terms of how much it was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. The biggest bag I've got so far for one engagement has been $5,000.
Yeah.
And that is not including travel costs. Right. So they paid for flight, hotel, food, different things like that. But $5,000 came from just speaking and the fact that after I spoke, they ordered books, even more books, because they ordered books for the event to pass out. Right. It's like, prizes for students who volunteered. But then after the fact, one of the directors said, hey, we want to buy more books. So they even bought some more books. So it was like $5,000 to do an hour engagement. They bought books, and that was in addition to travel costs. So that was the biggest bag that I've gotten thus far.
This isn't just another watch later course. This is a community that's going to help you create more impact and more income in your life and in your business. It's a proven system with real community, real results, and real wins. If you're done winging it and ready to build a profitable and sustainable speaking business, click the link below to join the Profitable Speaker Circle, and we'll see you inside. And if you're still not sure about it, we could book a strategy call and talk a little bit more about it together. The link is below. Yeah, that's beautiful. I think the great thing about this is, as speakers, we're often moving and shaking and traveling. And like you said, you could be at an event and you might have an event where they don't allow you to sell, right? Like sell from the stage. Exactly. You have a conference that you're going to where you'll be tabling, you do have access. So having something that can happen in less than 48 hours is always helpful. Okay, and then we have the share your collection section. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so here you can create mock-ups of any of the products that you have in your store. So there's some background options there. You can also go into the QR code section if you click on the top there, and you can generate QR codes for any products. And you can just share that with anyone. They can scan it and then go straight to the link to purchase that item.
So if we do the coffee mug we just created and then we go generate, this will take them right over so that they can purchase the coffee mug.
Yep. Yeah. And you can just download that QR code there.
Look at that, y'all. This is so easeful. If this is easeful for you and y'all are ready to secure your merch bag, go and put the word money into the comments. Put the word money in the comments, because I just see us all being really profitable from this site and doing it in an easeful way. That's why I wanted to partner with you all. When I created this and it was so easeful, I was like, this is the quickest way to the bag. Like, the money is going to be great, but the fact that I can do it with ease and without stress, that just makes it priceless, to be honest with you. So thank you both so much for putting intentionality into it. I just want to give you your flowers, and for creating something that's so simple and like user friendly.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And, that was kind of the goal is, being a speaker myself, it was just a headache. And so the more, me and Prescott could work together, I could give the perspective of what it's like from my experience and what I need to do. And he can give experience having to try to create it. And so I think that's why we were able to make it super user friendly, because I'm in the same situation as, everybody who follows you and supports you doing the same thing, trying to get speaking gigs. That's a lot of lift. You don't need another business on top of that, but this just adds to it. Right, that it just creates another revenue stream for you to be successful, create things that are sticky. And then, if you have a nice logo, that moves beyond your speaking. People will hopefully see someone wear your t-shirt out in space and go, hey, where'd you get that t-shirt from? Then you could say, and it's all of a sudden you're selling yourself in places you didn't even know you were. And so that's what the beauty of having a great logo, having people have it on their t-shirts and coffee mugs and things, that it's selling when you're not. So it's good. It helps you all the way around. And it's not that big a lift for you. You don't have to invest, in 4,000 mugs hoping to sell 12 of them.
I know that's right. We've all made that mistake. You better preach. All right, so let's move on. We've got the share your collection. So this is really cool because you can create mock-ups. Y'all, this is where you can really get into like your marketing bag, right? Like how you want to market it and share it with your audience. And then we have the edit your storefront section. So this is right where we would put in the information about the store. I think this is where I put my photo. Yeah, so this is quite simple. Can you walk us through this a little bit, Prescott?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so the name, this is all that what you'll see on the actual storefront page. So the Make Money with Ease is the header that you'll see, and then the description is what will be below that. And you can put whatever description you're wanting in there. You can also link to your website, your different Instagram handle, Twitter handle, TikTok handle, whatever you're looking for there. The brand logo is what's going to show up on venerationwear.com as your icon. And then the background photo will be on your storefront. You'll see that the picture of Evolve there. But yep, that's the full customization of your storefront there. And we can definitely help with those images because there are some dimensions there that we recommend. And so if you need any help with that, you feel free to reach out to us.
Okay, great.
And you still get that same flexibility. If you change the title of your store, you can change it at any time. So if you, as you're speaking, you might say, hey, this year I got to do a different theme I'm using. You can change your storefront. So it's not like that storefront is carved in stone. It stays flexible like you. If you really have something you really push in one month, you want to lead with that, you can change it. It just gives you the flexibility you need to just, stay very just active and fluid.
Yeah, and what I love about it is, like, as a speaker, right, you could be promoting so many different things. You might have a new talk. You might be going to do a TED Talk. You might be promoting your book. So you can kind of shift things on the go, and this could be just really helpful. So thank y'all for making the storefront so simple too. That was one of the things that I really struggle with Shopify. There's just so much that you could do on that front. And I'm like, I just need something that's simple and that supports people in an easeful way.
Yeah. And that's such a good point, because that's the other thing too, is like, as a speaker, you probably got like 10 or 15 minutes for this. And then it's like, I got a lot of things to be doing. If I had an hour and a half, I would have paid someone to do it. You know what I mean? It just allows, me to focus on the things that I know work for me. And generally too, it's great you have all these options, but most people just don't need all that. You just need a few simple things, a nice logo, and it starts taking care of itself.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Okay, so that's how we edit our storefront. I think we kind of might have went over here. This is where sales are at, y'all. As you can see, I purchased some items, some merch, and when we stop sharing the screen, I'll share the hat with you a little bit more so you can see it. But I purchased some items to grab that, and then we also have monthly payouts, and this is like the amount that kind of comes back to me based off of the payouts from people who have purchased from the store. Correct?
Yep, that is completely correct. And like I said before, you can change from PayPal or Venmo. If you click where that PayPal is, you can just change it to the Venmo option. It should click down.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then you can just put your Venmo handle. And like I said, payments come out the last day of each month. So today was actually a payout day. So anyone that has sales within the month of September, we go ahead and send out those payments today.
Okay, bomb. All right, y'all. So I want to just share with y'all real quick. We've kind of went through the store. I see some people child out and register, upload design, and put it in on the shirt. Okay, look, see that quick. While we're on here, y'all, already cousin that made it happen. If y'all not getting into imperfect action, I don't know what you're doing. That's what we need to do, y'all. So I want to just share with y'all this hat, right? Like, this hat is amazing, and this is a simple design, y'all. I could probably put gold on here, which will be really lit, right? You know, because our colors are black and gold. But if you see the stitching as I pull it up close, it's so detailed, it's so textured, it's so nice, and it's gonna last for a while. So this is not like merch that they're getting from Santee Alley if you're from LA, right? Like, this is not discount merch. This is the good stuff. And then I also have on a t-shirt that I made through there as well. This one is more of like an athletic texture, which I really appreciate. It's really light. And I wanted to have it for a conference that I attended last week, and I got it really, really quickly, right? So you can also create merch and things that you're going to wear out in your speaking engagements, out for events. When people see you, they're going to want to wear it as well. And that's a powerful way for you to market it. Like, I think sometimes we think it's all about being on social media, but it's nothing like you being in the world and people seeing you as well.
Yeah, and one thing we wanted to offer everyone was completely free shipping. So any product on our site, the price that you see is the price of the product. There's not going to be any added on, shipping costs for them unless it's international, right? That's free shipping into the US. And so no hidden fees, no hidden, cost for shipping there.
Yeah, we felt that created a better customer experience, because that last thing I want to see is the t-shirt's $35, they don't get done buying it, it's $47, right? And it's like, what happened? Whereas this, other than the tax, that's the price is what it is. And the nice thing for you is we take care of all that. You don't have to worry about the shipping, how it gets. You don't have to worry about was tax collected and all those things. We collect all that, take care of that. And then if you do have an international file, we can ship anywhere in the world. And the nice thing about, again, we take care of that. You can just tell people, hey, just go to the site. There might be some additional shipping charges, but generally it's the same experience.
Okay, Bob. So I got a couple of questions, and then folks, if y'all got questions, please put them in the chat as well. What I'll also do is just grab the affiliate link for anyone who may have missed it and put it back in there for y'all, so that y'all can get access to that. So I'm wondering about bulk shipping, y'all. So like, let's say I do want that, and I'm going to an event, and I'm like, you know what? I want to actually know that this organization wants to buy 100 t-shirts or 10 t-shirts. Like, do y'all do bulk? Should we consider putting in that order a little bit earlier? Like, how does that process work?
Yeah, so there's a couple different options we can do. There are bulk discounts that we can do, and it does have to be on the larger side, 100 plus t-shirts or items to achieve that discount. But any order that is placed from your collection, you will receive 15%. From those items. So say, you wanted to say, I'm going to order 20 of these t-shirts and myself, and then just bring them to the conference or the speaking engagement. You'll still receive that 15% discount basically back to you at the end of the month. But if you're interested in larger bulk orders, please contact us and we'll get you a quote for what that will look like.
Okay, good, definitely. So bulk for you all is considered 100 and more when it comes to t-shirts, and then we can get that shipped to the event, right? Because sometimes you're going to a conference, you're like, I don't want to carry that. We can get it shipped to the hotel, and it could be there probably by the time we get there.
Yep, it'll be there.
Yeah, we can ship anywhere. Yep.
Okay, perfect. My other question for you all is, where do you all see this going when it comes to merchandise? Like, I always want to ask entrepreneurs, like, what's the future goals when it comes to the brand? What is something that we can look forward to maybe in the next 6 months to a year?
Yeah, for us, I think we really like this idea of speakers and creators. And I really feel like that's the future because, that way, what we've created, what I hope people see is that we've helped you create your own business, that it's about you. It's not really about the veneration piece, but that you as an individual creator and speaker can be as dynamic as you want. And it's just a tool that typically when you're getting started wouldn't be of access to you. That was the thing for me that I liked about this, that we could really help people. Because for me, it's like I really couldn't afford to buy 500 t-shirts. I wasn't making that kind of money as a speaker. But now it's like there's no upfront cost. But so it was prohibitive. The fact I had to buy 500 t-shirts to try to sell t-shirts, even though people had interest in it, I couldn't meet that need. And now all that goes away. So I think the thing that I like about our business is it's just helping people who are like me, just trying to get your start, trying to get out there a little bit, helps create some revenue streams. And it removes that barrier that many of us had as speakers, you wanted to move some merch, you probably could have, but you couldn't afford to buy 500 t-shirts in advance. So
Exactly. Yeah, I really remember when I first got started, my first poetry tour was for my book, Sir, and we had t-shirts with the album cover on it. I actually might do a re-push of that now that I have y'all. And we sold out of shirts so quickly. You don't know until you get to an event. Yeah. And I remember being so mad because we brought, I think 200 and we sold them so quick. I was like, I could have sold 1,000 t-shirts tonight. So it's also that money that you feel when you lose money. It's like, people wanted it. And of course you can say, hey, we'll ship it to you, but people want to see something that's tangible. So what I love about what y'all have done is I have a site, something that's beautiful that I can show them. I don't have to just be like, yo, send me some money on Cash App and I'm going to get back to you. I think people can trust this process a lot more.
Yeah. And always tell people we can do both. If you decide, hey, my cousin does t-shirts, he's going to give me 200. Great. You can still put the logo up on our site. We always tell people we're not trying to compete with you. More t-shirts, that's good for us too. So you can still say, hey, I sold out, but here's the logo, here's the QR code, and you can still get the t-shirts there. So, for us, like I say, it just helps you enhance what you're already doing. And so we can definitely enhance that. If you already got some stuff and I'm trying to sell, you can still upload it and say, hey, you know what? When you go to an event, you can just take 100 t-shirts. And if you sell out, all the better. There's the QR code and you can still be selling.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Janelle says that she likes all the dimension recommendations. So y'all getting kudos for that. I'm always trying to bring that stuff in, y'all, because I know y'all in the back end, right, with the techie brains trying to figure out things. People are enjoying all the hard work that you put in, Jason and Prescott. So we appreciate you. Wonderful. Any other questions? Let me see if there's any others that are up in the chat. Y'all, if y'all have questions, please drop them in here and we will answer them. I think we answered this one about if you have your own designs, you can definitely upload those.
Yep. And that's the thing I want to remind people of too. You own them. So, that was a concern. We get some artists will say to us, hey, you know what? I don't want to lose control of my own designs. And if you read the fine print on our website, you'll see we don't own your design. So when you upload it, you can feel comfortable that this is my design. You can put it on red t-shirts on Fridays only if you want, take it down, and that's it. So we don't want anyone to be worried or let that be one of the reasons is you were afraid to give up your own artistry. We're not taking that from you. So
yeah, I love that y'all have that. That's such integrity. Somebody asked what's the site. We already put that in there, y'all. Going on over there to the affiliate link. Let me see if we got anything else that's coming in through. I used to do this with clients and help them start pod businesses. Is this similar? Tell us more. What's a pod business? Are you talking about like a podcast? Tell me more. Okay, print products like note cards. Can you print note cards or bookmarks? That's one of the questions that we have.
Yes, we can. We do have some print products available as well, but those aren't available on on the site quite yet, but you'll just have to contact us and we can put it in as a custom product for you.
Okay, perfect. So Dora, they do have note cards. It looks like Dora's looking for bookmarks as well.
Yeah, and you can just...
We should be able to get both those done.
Yeah, just do a design request. And if you write in there, that message comes directly to us, so then we can respond to you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, print on demand. That's what Pod is. I was like, what's Pod? So this is like a print on demand type of product, correct?
Yeah, so all products are made to order. We don't hold any stock. So as soon as a product is ordered, our manufacturer creates that product and sends it out. And that fulfillment time is between 5 and 7 days to get to your home.
Okay, I'm being asked to do a quick walkthrough again. So we're going to share the screen in a moment. We'll do that, Rocky, and then we'll do a quick walkthrough. Just let us know what you would like. Would you like us to walk through like how to set up the product, or which page you need support with? And then we do have a question here. Does Veneration own the designs that they help us make?
So we technically do not own the designs that we make for you. We do advise that you only sell those products on our website or using that logo on our website if it's created by us, if it's a design requested by to us.
Yep, definitely. Hope that answered your question. Okay, so let's do a quick walkthrough again. Why don't we do this, just a walkthrough of how to set up a product, because I think that might be what the question is. So just a quick, like, I'm stuck on the continue button. Okay, let's go to your
And that might be in the your products page.
You can see your mug's already there too, so that's good to show. And the nice thing too, I guess, and I don't want to get us off track here, but let's say the mug's like this, you're like, oh, that wasn't how I want it centered. The beauty of it is you can click on it, you can edit it, or you can create it, or just delete it and start a new. Is probably easier actually. You can just delete it and start a new one.
Yeah, if you scroll down, you can actually where the photos are there, you can select the default photo that will show. So the one where it's the front facing, you can go ahead if you click out. If you right on the bottom there, if you're scrolling over, it says make default. If you click there, it'll just make that image the one that shows on your storefront.
Okay, definitely. Yeah. So, cuz which one? You say you're trying to hit continue button and not sure why. Laugh out loud. Okay, just quick. I'm stuck on the continue button. So, what, Prescott? Maybe you can walk us through maybe what she's talking about. It's not pushing.
Yeah, that might be when you're creating a product. Sometimes you just need to give it a moment, or maybe refresh the page and try to continue through. Apologies for not loading for you, Janelle.
Okay, cool. So troubleshoot it, Janelle. If not, I know Prescott has got on a call with a few folks, so definitely down probably to kind of get on a call and support you with the back end too a little bit if it's not pushing through. But that happened to me actually when I was putting up my hat. So I did do the refresh and it went through. So just something that might be a little bit sticky on the back end.
Yeah, and please, and I can, I don't think I can join the chat here, but I'll leave you guys with my email and everything for you guys to contact me directly. Happy to get on a call to discuss, designs or any issues that you have with your store. Yeah,
she said it's not pushing forward. Dang, I can't type fast enough. I'll refresh it. Okay, so we'll see if it pushes through. Yeah, we talking and you typing, so, that's going to be a little bit of a different speed. All right, folks. So let me stop sharing for a moment. Any other questions, y'all, that you have about it? Please let us know in the chat. So I guess as we're wrapping up this conversation, people get on the site, they create the merch, they're able to send it out to folks. One thing that is coming up, y'all, that I think is a great opportunity for all of us is the end of the year. And one of the things that we share as Speaking for Profit is this is a perfect time for you to say thank you to the people that you've worked with, right? So I think if you wanted to send out, if you got a little extra cash flow, send out some merchandise to people you've had speaking engagements with this year, clients that you've supported, signing up for this site and getting that going is great. Like gratitude is what builds relationships. So that's one thing you could do. I used to always ask event organizers, what's your favorite cereal? And then I would like send cereal to them, which I thought was cool because it's something that's really personal, but merchandise is even better. And then the other thing is like, we got holidays coming up, right? So if we got like, you know, Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, we've got Black Friday. These are great opportunities for you to drop a merch line, and the people who have been supporting you all year are going to look at this and be like, okay, this is a way that I can support their business even moving forward. So I guess that's my question for you all. I know that the pricing you have on there is established. Are you all doing anything for the upcoming holidays that we should know about on the site?
Yeah, we got a couple new features coming out. So obviously for the holiday season, we're going to have some discount codes coming out. But one of the big feature ads that we're trying to get done, which should be out within the next couple of weeks, is a wallet function. And what that wallet function is you can add funds to your wallet to offer free items to people using a discount code. So basically, say you wanted to give out a free shirt to someone or some item on your store, you can add some funds to your wallet, generate a small discount code, and send that to someone. And they can go to the site, use that discount code, and buy any product on your site free of charge. So it'll just come out of your own wallet there.
Okay. And Evolve, I would just follow up with what you said about the holidays. A lot of times as a speaker, it's a nice gift to send out because then they'll go, oh, I forgot about so-and-so and they were so good. We're going to invite them back. And a lot of times people forget too, especially if you're sending things around Thanksgiving to say thank you. That's when a lot of times, you know, I'm on the other side of it. When I'm hiring speakers, I'll be like, oh, wait, we have some extra money on our budget. We might want to bring in a speaker before the year's out. Or we might want to pay for a speaker now that actually won't be till next year. So the timing right now is really important. And this is a great way to say thank you and then bring your work front of mind again, especially if you have a nice slogan or something that you do with your speaking. You know, that's a nice way to remind people, hey, here's the slogan or whatever that's motivational to them. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we should bring them back. You know, so there's just a lot of unique ways to begin using this to just enhance what you already do. But we remove all the headaches of having to buy 500 T-shirts to do it, right? It's like everything's free up front. You could just send a few items, get people interested. It's a nice reminder. You can use it to say thank you. You could have some items that are just thank yous. You can't get any other way. So maybe they can't go, hey, they really like the shirt you sent me. Can I get another one? And then you can say, oh, you know, they're not available. It's a limited edition, but I'm going to drop it a week from Tuesday or whatever. You know, there's so many ways you can use it to tie back in to what your core business is.
I love that. I love that. So it looks like the refresh worked. So shouts out to you, Prescott, for being tech on demand. We appreciate you.
Of course.
And then we do have a question about integration. So Rocky is saying, how do the integrations work with this? Can I integrate with Go High Level?
Yeah, and Coach Rocky, I'm not familiar with Go High Level. I'll have to do some research on that. But if I understand your question correctly, a good way to integrate into, say, your personal website would be just to externally link and have a little store link in your top header. And that will just go directly to your storefront on Veneration Wear.
Okay. And she was also asking about Zapier. I think Zapier sometimes will connect, right, different apps to one another in that way. Yeah. Yeah. So something to maybe consider. I mean, I get what she is like a AI CRM tech, right? So I'm thinking that she's thinking if those emails of people who've purchased can go into Go High Level, there's a way she can do some nurturing or some emailing or some follow-up with them.
Got it.
So that might be something to kind of look into for the future as well.
And we might even be able to get on a call if you can get it figured out with some of our additional tech people as well, too. So if there's some other things we can do, happy to do that as well. Okay. You know, because our goal is to help you. I mean, honestly, anybody who's watching this, you know, reach out if there's a way we can help you do what you do better. That's what we want to do.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Okay, link to the store. I want the customer data. Yeah, so that's kind of what she's talking about. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. She said, yes, exactly. Yep, exactly. I knew where you was going, cuz I knew where you was going. Okay, great. So will Veneration provide the picture PDF file for the logo design created?
Yes, we will. So when we were going through the design request, you'll actually receive those PNG PDF files straight into your design folder. So you'll be able to download those as well if you like. They'll be put right into your folder for you to use.
Okay. Okay, perfect. You know me so well. I do, because I'm telling you, so this is so funny, y'all. Janella's the homie. We had never met in person. We met probably 2 weeks ago at a conference. And I walked up to her, I said, cousin, because we was just so connected, right? We've known each other online, but definitely I feel like people probably are wondering, is this your real cousin? Not by blood, but definitely by energy and by vibe. So just thank you so much for the support. She is an amazing speaker. She just dropped a book, y'all. Please make sure that you go and check her work out as well. So I'm excited that you're working on this, because she is a tech geek. So if there are things that are in there, Prescott, she will definitely reach out to you. And we all know that this will make the product even better, which is amazing. Yeah. All right, y'all. So we're going to wrap up unless anybody has any additional questions. This has been amazing, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being willing to do a demonstration. I know that this is going to live on the YouTube channel, live in the S4P community, and people are going to continue to use it. What I want you all to promise me is, like, if y'all have any major updates, that y'all will come back on the podcast, share them with us so that we can continue to grow with you as the brand grows.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Anything else y'all want to share before we head out?
I'm not sure if we can share my email. It's just prescott@venerationwear.com. Feel free to contact me at any time. I've already had a conversation with Victor, a wonderful conversation about getting his store going. So please feel free to reach out with any technical issues or anything at all.
Okay, cool. I just put your name in there as well. Prescott at Veneration. Is it where?
Yeah, it's Veneration Wear. Yeah.
Okay, let me do it again, y'all. Don't do that one. Do the next one. And perfect action, y'all. This is how y'all know we're live and we're not AI, right? Okay, so Prescott with 2 T's at VenerationWear, WEAR.com.
Yep. That's perfect.
Okay, perfect, y'all. So please hit him up. Also, if you go on the website, there's a section, right, to reach out to folks as well, which is amazing. So thank y'all so much for being. This was Megan, exactly what I needed with my new launch. So happy to hear it, cuz.
For sure.
Yes, let's get it going, y'all. So if this was amazing for you and you're watching on the Speaking for Profit YouTube channel, make sure that you like and subscribe. If you were watching this and you're like, you know what, my homie has a merch line that they've been talking about launching for 10 years, or my friend has a book that's coming out, or my friend has this really amazing art design that belongs on a t-shirt, make sure that you pass this video to them so that they not only get the link to get started, but they get a tutorial and a demonstration to go through it. I really appreciate y'all using your most valuable resource with me, which is your time. And I'm thankful for y'all. So see y'all next week. Next week, we're going to get on here and talk a little bit about government contracts with Sonny Jones. So if you're interested in securing government contracts, not just ones that are for speakers, but if you're like, you know what, I just want to secure the bag and put my people on, he is going to talk us through that process. So I will see you all next week. Peace.
Thanks, Bob. See you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, y'all.